We live with it. Let's see if some folks come up in here.
Oh Lord, okay. You
Look,
did say
I
you
said
gonna
we
get straight.
freestyling. Ain't no structure.
I, for, I forgot we are at your house.
Uh-huh. But the last time I went live, it was for my birthday. And I
Okay.
just so it was obviously some months ago. And I just popped in. I didn't even tell nobody I was going live. I had been saying, hey you all, yes, we
Hey,
here.
what's up? Welcome.
Come on in here. We in here running our mouths. But yeah, I ain't let nobody know nothing. I just posted. I told them that I was probably gonna go live,
Mhm.
but I wasn't sure. And it was literally at the last minute. I was getting dressed and everything, and I just told my friend. My friend was on the way to come get me. And I was like, I'm about to go live real quick. And that was the last time I had went live on my birthday. Hey y'all.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm trying to get into the habit of going live often. That's why I'm testing. I'm doing a test show tomorrow for my talk show that I'm doing. Well, not talk show, but my little, live stream.
Yeah.
So I was gonna do it by myself, and then like probably have like some guests pop in later on or something like that. So
Yeah. Hey everybody.
I'm trying to see if how I can. Let me see if I can try to share your video.
Oh, child, look, I'm supposed to tag you in it. Hey, Devin. Hey, Universal Goddess. Hey, Yvette. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Montrez. Hey, Aisha. Hey, C. Jones. Hey, y'all.
Maybe we could do like a Q&A and just talk to the people.
Oh, yes. That'll be
So
real cool.
we'll catch up with each other first, and then we'll do a
Yes.
Q&A.
Okay, bad.
Let me
I
share
love
real quick
that.
to my wall.
That's what
So
I was trying.
Sakina, what you been up to since the panel?
You know, life has been, I can't really complain, honestly. I cannot complain at all. I think right now though, it's to the point where I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored as shit, okay, during the week. I'm like, look, everybody at work except for me. And
Mhm.
at this point, I'm ready to go back to work. I mean, I have been saying that for a while, but I'm ready.
Mhm.
So I've been going back to the library to do applications and stuff. I take my laptop to the library just to get out of the house and be productive, be like in a more productive setting.
Yeah.
So I went there. I've been going there again lately because at first, when I first got laid off, I was doing that a lot, going to the library and going to cafes. And so I'm doing that again just to kind of, get back into the routine of doing so. And today I went, and then I went to I went to 3 staffing agencies. The last time I did a staff agency job, that's actually how I got my position with the Home Depot.
Mhm.
So it was through a staff agency, and that was back in what, 2015, 2014? That was like 2014.
Mm.
And so going into temp agencies is not the same that it used to be back then. They do everything online. Like the first one that I went to, I actually, spoke to somebody about what I was looking for, and they, helped me fill out some stuff and all of that. And then he actually asked me to interview for him. And because they had a recruiting position for the actual staffing agency. So I did an interview the next day. Everything went good. He hyped me up, and then they filled the position. And I was so salty because that was right up the street from my house. So that commute would have been perfect.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Yes, like 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes is a drag, but 10 minutes away from my house. But I end up not getting it, and I felt some type of way about it. But again, I'm just more so it just wasn't meant to be type of situation. And I went to another staffing agency last week. They told me to fill some stuff out online. Went to one today. Their doors was locked, and they was like, "Yeah, you have to do everything online." I'm like,
Online.
"Yes." I'm like, "So why the hell is y'all in here then? Why is there a building if nobody is? If we got to go online for everything?"
Yeah.
That didn't make sense to me. So that
Which
is
is
that.
crazy.
Yes, the job hunt has just been, a continuous ride. I'm not gonna lie, I took like 2 weeks off of applying to anything, but my unemployment is exhausted. So the only income I have is YouTube, and yeah.
So let me say this real quick. So there has
uh,
been a mass layoffs. I think due to
mm-hmm.
unfortunately, a certain person that's
Who's in
in
office?
a reality star that's in the office right now. It's been such a big, massive layoff. Like I was actually just talking to one of my friends. He got laid off. They have been laying off really bad. Like I was looking and researching like LinkedIn. Like how the hell LinkedIn is laying off people, and y'all are a company that helps
Hey,
recruit jobs.
right.
LinkedIn, Microsoft, Google, all these big corporations are laying people off. And I think honestly, it plays a big deal into AI that's coming in and taking over these jobs. You know what I'm saying? You can chat GPT anything. And the thing is that a lot of these people are getting laid off. The opportunities are not coming in. There are people. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest. It's like there is I would say black men too, but black women, I feel like just based off on the conversations that I have been going to different networking events and friends and family and just researching, black women has been the most victim of this being laid off like completely. And these
Yes.
women have their masters, their bachelors. You hiring somebody that's unqualified. Why? Because you're trying to cut costs and pay them less. So
Yes.
it's just a really big epidemic as far as black women being laid off from their jobs. My boss, she just got fired last week.
Goodness.
Yes, I work in compliance, you guys. So what I do is I'm a privacy
Okay.
analyst. So
Yeah.
anything when it comes to like HIPAA violations, I do that. As far as like
Mm.
privacy, and black women has been laid off. Has been, I mean, my boss was a black woman. She was laid off, and it's not the fact that not job performance wise, but they said that well, they try to say that she was not emailing her executives back, and that's BS. I feel like it was budget costs because Harris County, Harris Health. Ooh, Lord, I'm telling all my business, but Harris County has a huge like budget cut. The budget has really cut down the city of Houston, so they had to let some people go, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been like that with these big mega corporations that these people are getting laid off. And like I said, I mean, it's other demographics as well, but it's mostly black women that's just getting laid off for the most part.
Yeah, it's crazy. Cause yeah, like I really didn't promote too much like what company I work for. Um Once I started doing YouTube and stuff, I kind of kept that stuff on the tuck and it wasn't on my Instagram or like that no more. But yeah, I worked with the Home Depot for about 11 years. And so it's like they started
11 years.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yes, that was my first professional. Like beforehand, I was just doing retail and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I got me a little cubicle job, okay? Worked the funky. And I had been there for 11 years and it's just like whatever. At this point, I just gotta go with it. I'm
Yeah.
just going with it, because that's all we can do is just go with it, apply, do those things. Thank you so much, C. Jones, for the super chat. Yes, Julian said that he had got laid off recently. I'm sorry to hear that. I work in leverage finances
Yes,
because
I'm
of
sorry. So
politics.
that's really, whew, man, everybody's going up. I mean, everybody is like going through it right now. And then the fact that these food prices are going up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Oh Lord, look, I'm trying to talk. Here come the train.
Maybe the train is right outside your door.
Literally, if I turn the laptop around, you'll see the train out the window.
Damn. It's all right. Okay, now they doing that shit on purpose. Okay. Mm-mm.
But anyways, as I was saying, I feel like that the prices are going up, y'all. Like I was looking at a deep dive video on TikTok and how these prices are just going like beyond crazy. Like why
Ooh,
are they all going up on, the food? Like the tariffs isn't supposed to hit until what, a certain time? They already full. We're full fledged into these tariffs.
baby. I don't even know. Honestly, I feel like I just be I just be at the store. I just be buying shit. So I don't really know like how expensive things are. I think I'm just a little oblivious when it comes down to it. Not saying that things are just cheap. The thing that has been benefiting me the most right now, one, I get a lot of my produce from a black owned farmers market. Anybody who live in Atlanta, if you go to Atlanta Harvest, that's where I go. And also because I have EBT, all the produce that I buy, it's 50% off. Like, so I just got like $40 worth of produce the other day for $20.
That is crazy. I just shot that Kroger. Shout out to Scotty, who work at Kroger.
Okay.
Um, Y'all, why I spent $63 on just 3 gallons of water, one big 40 bottle of water. I got some. I'm a big berries guy, so I'm
Mhm.
also on my health kick, which I am transferring to veganism. But I got a whole bunch of berries that I
Yes.
purchased, and that was like, I was like, what the hell? Like, I just got some strawberries, blackberries, cucumber, lemon. I was like, what the hell did I get for $63? I got some protein pancakes.
And
Like,
they
what?
all came up to 60 some dollars.
Yeah, some egg whites. You
See,
know, just everything is just going up.
it is. It is. And you know what? I can't even say I'm oblivious. That's a lot. Because when I shop at like places like Sprouts and stuff, and even when I go to Kroger, it could be something little. I could be having like 5 items, and that shit come up to like $40. You'd be like, $40? Oh, I ain't even get nothing.
Yeah.
So I understand that. Even with a Kroger membership, you still walk out spending like exactly, baby.
Mhm.
That Kroger Plus card don't hold no type of weight.
Kroger. And then what happens is I feel like that even in like I shop at
Hey,
CVS. I have a CVS, care membership. I feel like
uh-huh.
they're hiking the prices and then they're saying like, let's say
Hey, Amanda.
vitamins is 80, vitamins is on sale for 19.99. Well, hell, if I go to Amazon, it's the same price, but they're saying it's discounted when it's not. They're hiking these
They
prices
be putting you
much
up.
more what it is, and they're discounted like you're actually saving something. CVS and Walmart has that really bad.
You know who got that bad too? Fashion Over.
Said, I don't even shop at Fashion Over like that no more. But they do shit like that too. I be like, ugh.
It's a lot. It's
I,
a lot,
um,
y'all.
I
We
shop at
say,
Old Navy for my work clothes, Ross for some stuff, and then Shein. And then I might do a little H&M, depends on the vibe.
oh yeah, where y'all shop at, Chad? I shop at where I shop at, baby. Lately, I've been shopping at Goodwill, like and this is before I even got laid off. Like I was just interested in thrifting, so I started doing my little Goodwill thing, and I was finding some good pieces. Like okay, especially
Can we be
pants. Like I think it's really good, huh?
Can I be honest? I do not care for Goodwill. I
You
do
don't
not
like
care for
thrift stores?
Salvation Army because it has a weird smell in it. Like when you go, to please tell y'all know what I'm talking about. And I promise you, I'm not trying to sound bougie. When you go into these places, it do have a unique smell that I do not like. Like it smell like old stuff. You know what I'm saying? And now sometimes I might go, just because my auntie, she loved shopping at Goodwill for bargains. But I could just never do it. I could never do it.
I love it. I mean, well, of course, you gotta go home and wash the stuff. But the people saying that, yeah, the people saying is y'all smell the smell too. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't think I be smelling the smell.
Okay. Well, I do have a big nose, so I have big nostrils, so I'll be smelling everything.
You stupid. Look, my nostrils was are my nostrils small or medium?
No, yours is nice. Mine is real big, so I can smell a lot of stuff.
You know what? Afterpay does come in handy. I don't know. I think the last time I used Afterpay though was Fashion Nova. I had bought me a whole bunch of jeans. For fall clothes, I've been going to Walmart. I still ain't fooling with Walmart.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I've been going to Target, and Target is a mental health relief for me. I just started going this past month. I just like seeing the little dots. I just go in there, just get some popcorn. I like going to popcorn and just walking around, looking at the decorations. That's it. But I don't necessarily buy anything from Target, but I do go in there and get the popcorn. Yes.
Get them, y'all. Get them. Get them. Tomatoes. I just racked up on pajamas. You know what? I absolutely love pajama sets. Like, I like seeing people's like ideas of what they like their night fashions. I don't know. It's something about pajamas. I'd be like, "Oh, you okay, girl? You got a cute little pajama set." I don't know. It's something about pajama sets that just.
I know. I love me too. As I get older, as I become I love me a good old silky pajama.
Oh, still no.
What? I like me a nice little silky pajama.
You know what I was talking about the other day? I was talking to my friend, and I was like, I used to hate. My mom had a silk bed sheet set, and I felt like that was the most impractical bed set ever because you just slipping and sliding, everything sliding. So I need something with a little grip. That satin silk shit ain't gonna do it.
What? You don't wear your little satin silk robe or a little, 2-piece for your man?
These niggas don't deserve no 2-piece set.
Yes, listen, get you a little 2-piece satin silk.
Look, no, because my ex, I used to have a little something packed with me every time I go see him. And when I tell you I never pulled it out, I never poured it out because he was always pissing me off. We was always fighting. We was always arguing. What the fuck? I'm gonna put on my little cute 2-piece set on for you, bye. Absolutely not. Yes, I do got me a little terry cloth robe. It's from Pottery Barn, so it's luxury.
Okay.
That's what y'all need. Listen, will y'all be doing y'all bathrobes and stuff like that? Pottery Barn is the one, okay? The robes are long lasting. They are great quality. Go ahead to Pottery Barn, okay? Get your little payment plan if they accept it. I bought my stuff outright. Yes. That put y'all on game.
Right.
Oh, she wanted to know what Target you go to the Heights.
Yeah, I guess you can call it the Heights. The one on Studmont. That's the closest one to me.
I got my last PJ set that I had bought was from Fashion Nova because me and my friends, we was doing like a little matching set situation. So I got it from there. But I got some matching sets from Target from when I was shopping with them. But at this point, I literally had one of my sets on earlier, and I was like, I need to retire this because it's just giving stretched out and ill-fitted. Child, no. Y'all hard-headed. Y'all real hard-headed. Yes, go to Pottery Barn. Jojo, let me know. Oh, okay, y'all neighbors. Okay. Look over to your neighbor.
Yeah.
Okay. If y'all got any questions for us, definitely put them in the chat. Hey, Tammy girl. Look, we just on here.
Yeah, we just on here chatting. Okay?
We just on here vibing, just winging it, freestyling. I said I need to get on live. He said he gonna get on with me. I said, okay.
Listen, can you hear me okay? Because my podcast mic broke. So
I hear you.
I went through Amazon. I was trying to do some content. I have to hook up the little podcast mic, because if I hook it up here while I'm on camera, for some reason it don't work. Then I have to. I said, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I can hear you. You sound just fine.
Okay.
Look.
So, yes.
Oh wait, what? So Sakina, how you feel about my crush Karen? Yeah, is she drowning the fireball again? Okay, because I wasn't on the live with them the other day, so I feel like Karen getting out. I was surprised that she got off so soon, but compared to other situations, there's bigger fish to fry when it come down to people doing time and stuff. So her 6 months came extremely fast and went very fast. But it's like it is what it is. I'm excited to see how it's gonna be with her on the show, because obviously we did see that the Bravo cameras had went up. So we know that she gonna be on the show at some point. I feel like we're going to see her a part of the mid-season trailer, because y'all know how they show us the trailer of the season, then they give us the mid. I feel like we gonna see the Grand Dame do a little grand entrance come mid-season. So I don't know if they're gonna incorporate her on the other half, or if they just gonna give us a scene like at the end of the season. I don't know how that's gonna work. But
and didn't they just wrap up production as well?
As far as I know, but I'm not sure. I think
they
I'm
might
saying
bust one for Karen. They might do a little phaser, have her come in those last couple of episodes. But honestly, I won't be. I don't know if I told y'all, but I won't be watching anyways, because Robin Dixon is not on there, so I will not be on this. I will not be watching this season, and I will not be on a panel with y'all. So y'all.
Bitch.
I'll come back for Atlanta, but I am boycotting my girl Robin Dixon, because she was obviously yes, and I wasn't there last season.
Oh, you wasn't. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that shit. So, Robin ain't holding shit down, okay?
Please, if it ain't Robin Dixon, then hey, I don't want it. What that gospel song say? Take everything, I don't want it. Come on, Travis Green. I don't need it. No.
Tammy, please. Do not feed it to his boy.
Yes, Tammy, yes.
What you think? I don't know if I asked, but how has the job search been going? Oh, child, look, I had just got into that. Basically, I'm still looking. I took a 2-week break. I'm back at it this week, and we just seeing where it goes. That's all. Hey, Jakari. Oh, I love your name. Come on, Jakari. And JoJo, have you ever been to Honey Hole? What's that?
No, I have not. What is that? Listen, I love me a good brunch spot. All through, I'm on a 75-day hard right now. I love me a good old brunch spot. Let me tell you, give me some good old karaoke. Give me some bottomless mimosas. Okay, give me some chicken and waffles, or some shrimp and grits. Brunch in Houston is unmatched. I think Atlanta, DC, and Houston got the best brunches when it comes to Black people.
And all that time that I spent in the DMV, and I did not get to experience that. That's why I said I really feel like I need a redo when it comes down to DC, because I was experiencing it through my ex. So, and he wasn't really baby, you was not gonna catch him at nobody's brunch. Do you hear me? So I need to experience that for myself, because I want to do the bottomless mimosas and all of that in Chocolate City.
Well, hopefully when I come down there for Scotty, book release, we can definitely do a brunch out there.
Oh, we brunching, bitch.
We out there. Now, granted, I will have to have a mocktail,
It's all right.
But listen, we're going to have a good time out there for sure.
Okay, look, I might stand on the sofa a little bit.
But yeah, but I'm gonna definitely have to check out that Honey Hole spot. Because I'm a big foodie. I love eating food. So I have to now, as I get older, that metabolism change. You got to be more mindful of what you put in your body. But
you do. Yes. I listen. I love me a good brunch, even though I'm vegan. Look, I ain't told Scotty, but he watched this. I done went to Kelly's spot already.
Ooh. You ain't told him yet?
No, but I didn't go to the Sandy Springs one. I went to the one here by my house.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I went 4th of July weekend. My friends had came down from Detroit and they watch Housewives. So we was like, bitch, we about to go to Kelly's. Like, we needed to do something. Look at oh! You know what? Low key, high key, I wanted you to join. But I ain't ex. But
Hey,
bring your ex. You
good
muted.
evening, sir.
Talk.
No,
you need to plug your mic in. Yeah. I do need to come to Houston. I've been to Houston. I went to Houston back in 2021. I do feel like I need a redo because my friends that I went with, they wanted to sleep all day and stuff. And I was like, I was actually trying to see what Houston was here for. I was trying to meet up with Josiah too. I forgot what happened with that, but we were in communication while I was there. Damn, 2021? Yeah, we've been doing this for a little minute. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what's going on with Busy. Dee said she don't take Karen serious until she admits that she's an alcoholic. I agree, because she has to, I mean, let's call a thing a thing. Okay?
Yeah, they're going to have some type of intervention. I need her to be honest, and I need her to talk about, you know, what she got going on. But honestly, y'all, I've been caught up the vibe that she had a drinking problem. I don't know if it was a deleted scene, but it was that season 5 when the girls went out to, I forgot where they went. This was before the fight, but they all went downstairs. Karen, Monique, and Wendy. And Karen was, you know, drunk because Karen at that time, Karen wasn't really spilling her tea like that. So she was just talking about her issues within her marriage, and she was slurring. And I said, "Oh no, Karen be having a good time." But I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Everybody ain't lying on her.
Yeah,
ain't nobody lying on her. Let me see. Hi, Sakina and JoJo. Do y'all have a favorite Rolling Way quote? The only thing I could really think of is Judge Lynn Toller.
yes. So
every
it was.
I used to say that.
Oh my God, listen. So Roland Ray got on my nerves until I saw Bobby I Love You Purr. And I thought he was so funny on that show. It was something that he was like, y'all know what I'm talking about, but he was like something about a Leah bitch. He's like, rock the boat, push in. I said, oh my God, sir, I cannot. That shit had me cracking up. Rest in peace to Roland Ray. And he's also he was good good Twitter friends with my good friend down here. So they was like Twitter besties.
Oh, yeah.
Morning, Roland Ray, for sure. They was good Twitter friends.
Yes.
Because Saucy Santana, Saucy Santana and my friend got into it on Twitter. So
really?
that's a whole different story.
Baby, listen, I love Santana, but we talking about Roland Ray. Anyway, my bad. I was trying to book this hike that just came.
You be hiking, huh? The black girls hike in Atlanta.
No, but it's something like that though.
Okay. They got something in Houston.
Actually called Black Hiking Club.
Ooh,
okay.
I think Houston has one too.
Yeah, and it's like a whole bunch of black people that come together to go hiking. Mm-hmm. And I've been with them since last year? Yeah, I think it was last year. I keep wanting to say 2023. But no, it was last year, early last year, because I remember I was going through my breakup and I was like, bitch, I'm about to start doing stuff I want to do, you know, the whole thing. So I started going with them last year and I've been loving it. I went on the hike last week with them. No, 2 weeks ago with them. And we were actually on the highest mountain in Georgia. We hiked the highest mountain in Georgia. When I
Jesus.
tell you 5 steps into the motherfucking hike, I'm like, me and my friend, we out of breath. I'm like, oh my gosh, bitch, I can't breathe. But luckily, the hike, it was the shortest hike we've ever done, too. It was only a mile. But that mile beat my ass. Word to K, bitch.
It
I
made
was
you
like, I
stronger,
can't
though,
do
huh?
it. I mean, I could do it. I made it up to the top. And it was
You made
really
it.
beautiful. We were in the clouds. Like, you can see the mountains and, civilization below. And then the clouds just came and like took over. You couldn't even see nothing no more. Like, we were literally in the clouds. It was beautiful, though. It was real beautiful.
Yeah, hiking is really dope. I enjoy hiking. When I go to Utah, that's like a second home to me. I go hiking up there.
How easy? I never been to Utah.
It's interesting. Utah is boring, but it's boring as far as like, if you are outgoing, like, going to the club
Clubby.
type of person, then yes. But if you enjoy outdoors, hiking, fitness, all that, Utah is definitely the spot to go to.
I feel like I'm a person that can really switch stuff up. I've never been a club person. Let me put that. I've never been a club person, but I can also stand on the couches and shake a little ass with the best of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I can also go hiking, see scenic stuff, go to art museums and stuff like that. I'm really diverse, So one of my one of my places that I really want to go to, I really want to go to Arizona. Arizona and Chicago are like my 2 destinations that I really want to hit, pretty soon when it comes down to the statewise. But yeah, I would not be opposed to going to Utah.
Arizona is beautiful. You should definitely go to Phoenix. It's becoming a more of a black mecca, Phoenix, Arizona. And let me tell you why, because I was right. So when Pop the Balloon or Find Love let Amali started, I saw all them black people up in Phoenix. I was like, whoa. I said, okay. Like, and I was watching the catch-ups. They be having their own little like spots out there to do. I said, oh yeah, I definitely gotta go to Phoenix.
I did not know that Pop the Balloon was in Phoenix until, some time ago. But I was like, what the hell? But some of them people do fly in though.
They do. Oh, they be pissing me off. Can we talk about that real quick? They be flying in from all these places, and then they talking about oh, you're so beautiful, but I live in California. You live in LA. Yes. First of all, you flew out from. I mean, well, not LA, but New York. You flew out all the way out from New York. You flew from Seattle. You flew from Florida, Orlando, Florida, to come to Phoenix, Arizona, and now you saying that you don't date. A lot of people like, I don't date long distance. Why the hell you flew out there? For clout. That's what it was.
Exactly, because they be on there. Yeah, I'm Simply Sakina. Check out my Instagram, my YouTube, my Twitter at Simply_Sakina. Girl, promo.
But see, our less version is classy because I know they be. In my head, I'm like, why the hell you pop? Because they be like, or they be like, okay, she's like, yeah, why did you pop your balloon? She's like, or they'd be messy. She'd be like, well, what made it about him not attractive? Because they'd be like, everybody was like, it's just a physical attraction. Like, it's just a physical attraction. Or they was like, oh, I just hear what he wanted to say. Or I just want to just hear what he had to say. I'm like, y'all.
Baby, when I tell you, them people on Pop the Balloon, they be so shallow. But you know what? I can't give them too much because sometimes I do be like, them dumbass earrings in your ear, baby. Now, not.
Yeah, they be like, I don't like bald men. I don't like women with weaves. Now, granted, but I didn't like your
right. Like some of the stuff be within reason. But some of the other stuff be like, come on, really? Because you ain't like his t-shirt. Girl, that could be changed. But I mean, I feel that at the same time. Let me see. Oh yeah, y'all. I had went. Her restaurant was good. My friends, of course, they ate the grits and salmon and all of that. They really liked it, baby. They clean plates. So yeah, the only con is it wasn't no drinks. We was trying to get a mimosa, and they have like bottles as decor, not bottles, but they have glasses as decor. So we was like, okay, well, yeah, they should have, some champagne or something. You see the champagne flutes and stuff against the wall. Now, no liquor. So, that was a no. Let me see. Conversation between,
Yes, it was. Yeah, that was good.
Robbie said that Karen used to call her in the middle. She did say that. I remember that. Which is like, I just came back from the dead and you still not that girl yet.
Yeah, yes. Oh my God. How could I not forget that?
Yes, you still not that girl. R.I.P. to Rolling Bright. Oh shit, look who it is. Hey, Cajun. Hey, y'all, Sakina ass is gonna get arrested from the farmer's market. I got a little. Remember, I told y'all about that. Remember, I told y'all about the dude who got the 2 wives who was trying to talk to me. He work up there, so he gonna give me whatever I want. He still be trying to talk to me, y'all. He in my DMs right now, like, hey boo, welcome back.
I didn't know that he was gonna be here, so that's why I dropped.
Oh well.
You know what? You want to get your ass cussed out. You be starting with me.
My own, girl.
Me.
You
me,
can't
nigga.
read
me.
You couldn't cuss me out if you try. Are you speaking English today?
You busy. You and your damn hacks.
Oh, Pikachu me today, Howard.
He stitched, boo.
I am not in the mood to go back and forth with you.
Okay.
But tread lightly. Because it might be one of them days you could get straight cussed out.
And that'll be the last person you cuss out.
I don't be silly. I just get it from a discounted price.
She a scammer, y'all.
I like my hikes, but I hate rattlesnakes. So listen, I don't even be seeing anything. I don't see any wildlife when we hike. Even though on that hike that I just was on the other day, it did say watch out for snakes.
What the hell we talking about? I didn't come here for snakes.
We're talking about random stuff.
Random.
Okay. Well, let me start with the fact that your ass wasn't here. Hopefully, I'm pointing in the right direction. Your ass wasn't here.
You not? Yeah.
Your ass wasn't here. Okay. And then the other one was barely here. So what y'all got going on? And then did I hear something, Josiah, about you saying, oh, I'm not going to be a part of this other thing because I don't do this show or whatever? What's going on? What you got going on with that? And then also, where is the best of video? Like, have you pressed the people about what's happening with the best of video? Sakina, you never responded on if I could stay with you or what are close hotels. Like, I feel like I have a lot of problems with y'all, and I'm coming in here to address them.
To address them clearly.
Yeah. So what's up?
Let's talk about this real quick. So regarding the best of video, it is a group effort. Okay, I am very busy in my personal life. So what I asked from the group was,
didn't you just have your feet up 2 days ago?
He needed it.
Because yes, it was Labor Day. Hello, I was chilling. I was at a party. What you mean?
But you look like you was on somebody's resort talking about it.
Right, toes out.
What party was you at? Because that was a resort. Or am I tripping?
No, listen. Yes, I was in Austin.
So when can we expect it?
When y'all turn in y'all video.
You know what? I think we need to do it like this. Okay, this is how we need to do it.
Oh no, I haven't gotten to you yet.
No, you gonna hear me. This is what I think we need to do. We need to start from scratch.
because we're having a good conversation, and you cannot come in here with this ugly, nasty energy that you're doing.
Oh, I have to be here, sweetie.
No, I want you in here. Stay. However, I think we need to start from scratch when it comes down to the best of. Okay. We just need to focus on Potomac and really make the best of on this Potomac. Like, do better on our highlights after everyone, we need to like start marking our damn selves like, oh, that shit was funny. Let me, the 10-point mark. Okay, busy was funny.
We were doing that at one point. Why he can't
Were
pull
we?
that? Yes, we used to do saying clips and everything to each other.
First of all, let's keep it real. There were some people on a panel that said, "Hell no, I'm not sending nothing,
sending anything."
You can't be coming in here blaming on me now, making me.
No, I can. First of all, I do what I want to do.
Just want to.
And you can't because we're behind the screen. So now, and what now?
Anyways, Sakina, what's the next topic?
I'm the best thing that happened to you, JoJo, and we all know that.
So cute.
You're the worst. You're the nightmare from hell that happened.
Yes, Freddy Krueger.
Yes, I see all y'all want to go to Arizona. Come with me.
Oh, Tammy talks me in your stuff. She don't be in my stuff. Hey, Tammy, girl.
Listen,
Tammy don't be in my stuff. I'm so
I support all the YouTube folks. Okay.
Tammy don't be in my stuff. Hey, Tammy, girl. You know what I want to do? I want to do a video about, but you know what? I said I was gonna lay back and just. I've been real busy with my real life work that I haven't had time to come up here and cuss these people out. But I really do want to be. I think it's too late.
What?
Maybe not. A video about Ace, his shenanigans from Love Island, because the stuff that he said during his last interview with Speedy, it's just two light-skinned men talking to each other about nothing. And it just really bothered me. And you're a hater, bro. You're a hater. And the thing is, everything that he showcased was everything that I've been saying throughout the season.
What's that? Josiah, do you watch Love Island? Did you watch Love Island?
I've seen clips, but I haven't seen the whole thing. No.
You seen clips.
Okay,
but I know who y'all talking about, yeah.
Okay, because before we get too deep in it, I wanted to ask that because when I was thinking about doing this live, I was like, maybe I should touch on Love Island because I had did the whole season pretty much until the reunion. When the reunion came out, I was just like,
nobody was. First of all, they could have kept that. That could have been a text message. No, it could have been an email. I'm not gonna say a text message.
They definitely could have.
But it could have been. It definitely could have been an email.
Yes, it was so much stuff. I feel like it was so much stuff that they left out, like that they did not really discuss. And then on top of that, what they did discuss, I was like, first of all.
And we spent so much on the people who don't even matter. I was like, and why are we talking about these? And Alondra, come here. I'm going to hold your hand when you say this. You talking to that other girl about, oh, you stayed. I had my face on the thing. Girl, you gave her way too much power. Because I didn't even remember her.
Who? Coco?
Yeah, I did not even remember her until Alondra started talking to her. I was like, who is this girl?
But you know that was like a big thing, though. A lot of people was on her ass because Coco had so many opinions about everything. And it was like, girl, you don't know me. That's the one part I did like. I did like seeing Shelly and Alondra get on the Casa bitches' asses because it's like, y'all are now motherfucking factors. Y'all don't know us. Y'all.
So treat them as such, though. Girl, pay them.
But don't talk shit about me and then you get confronted and you backpedal and pussy pop because they always, oh no, I didn't mean it like that. So suddenly nobody means it like that, but y'all was popping shit on mics 2 weeks ago. Same way Huda came on there acting like a reformed person when she was just talking shit about them. Like, girl, no, don't nobody want to be dealing with y'all flip-flopping that shit. That's fake.
It's not bad that I really don't give about Huda or anything she got going on. I don't care about the hate, the non-hate. Like, I just don't think about her. She's not important to me. Yeah. I have decided, though, that Chris, you a baby, like a big baby. And you're corny. And somebody had showed a video that he was asking people, if you want to take a picture with me, it was Sheree Whitfield all over again. It's $5 for a photo. And he was like, I'm just charging some type of shit. I had saw that. I was thinking, you're charging people in the park to just take a photo. You're not even all that. And you're a big baby. You're a big baby.
I don't really fool with Chris all like that either. But at the same time,
that man's fine. I will say if I saw him in person, Chris.
I'm gonna say at the reunion he was giving a little something. A little something that he wasn't
could get it. Even in the villa.
No,
In the villa, I was thinking to myself,
no,
that's a man.
no.
But now
No.
he's acting like a baby, and it's just like I can't. You're acting like what Ace looks like, a little child, a boo boo. I love how people are calling Ace a little boo boo. It makes me so happy now.
Okay, let's talk about Ace real quick. First
Mhm.
of all, I've been team Ace all up and through, don't come at me, all up and through until this whole after the reunion thing. Mind
So
you,
you liked him the whole time?
yes. Now, did I call him on his shit? Yes. But yes, I did.
Ew!
Yes, I did like Ace because I felt like Ace
Go ahead,
was
he's
not
getting
afraid
scrappy,
to say
dude.
what he wanted to
Come
say.
on, we got it.
I feel like Ace was very vocal and kept that shit real compared to everybody else. He didn't give
Apparently
a fuck.
not.
And then I seen clips of the Speedy, and I was just like, what else do you want from Nick? And why you keep trying to act like you friends with Alandria, but you really dogging her high key? Like
The whole time. And how do you say you friends and you cool with people? Let me tell you something. You say you swear you keep it real, but then you say you were a production plant. How that work? I watched the whole interview disgustingly because I hate watch stuff. I definitely Busy hates watch stuff.
Hate watch stuff. That's real.
And I was looking at it like, what are you talking about? And he was like, he lied to Alandria so that he could Alandria, I don't know, you're still my favorite girl. So that his homeboy could stay in because production was making sure that people told him that he needs to stay in. That's what we got to do. So we lied to this black woman so that then you're not real. Then you're not real. As much as much as people dislike me, Busy says what he got to say at all times whenever I'm gonna say it, and no one can stop me when I'm going to do it. And now you're sitting here saying, well, there were other efforts and people were, and they made me, and I was going to, and oh yeah, I was handling Taylor girl. Then you're fake. So what you're saying to me is that you don't stand on business. You're not tall enough.
Oh gosh.
You little Labubu Munchkin Pimple Pokemon. Y'all talk about Pokemon and Pikachu. You little Munchkin minion. Here comes the lollipop kids. You're saying that you're the one who's standing on business. And you're 6'3" and I'm no who's counting, girl. Sit your little ass down.
I mean, I agree with you. I don't know. I just think it just gave weird. It gave weird.
You're a hater, bro.
I do feel like he's a hater. Now, even like I said, I did call him a hater even when they were in the villa. I can go up for somebody, but also call them out on their shit. Like I fucked with Ace in the villa, but that hater shit they pulled some hater shit with Jeremiah. When they got
the whole season,
I was like,
and now you're doing it with Nick because you thought you was gonna have the love story of the season, and it's not you, bro. We want to see this. We want to see this black woman live her best life, and I'm here for it, especially because of the way that Taylor did her. And then you're saying in your interview that you helped with that. Oh well, there were people in my ear, there are people in his ear, and then certain influences. Then nigga, this is your fault. This is your fault too. Then, and you're still mad. And I want to see this black woman. I don't. If this is the fakest shit that I've ever seen in my life, that relationship's so fake. They need to do better because I need merch. Scam me. I'm giving them every dollar. I want t-shirts, Nicolandra t-shirts. If this is so fake and they're scamming us and some people are just for scams or whatever, Nicolandra, y'all need to do better because where's my shirts? I want a shirt.
I feel like the only thing that I don't like when it comes down to the Nicolandria thing, I don't like how people try to like diminish their connection or like make it seem like Nick don't like her at all.
Mhm.
And I'm like, damn, he said this shit on the first episode that he liked
did.
her. Like, I don't know how it is now that, you know, cameras went down, but I'm saying in the villa, he definitely expressed his interest in her. So the fact that they did eventually come together, I don't feel like that's fake, because he already said early on that he was interested in her.
And to be honest, I don't care. Like I want her to win. Okay? And if she has to sit here, Nicola Lance's block her. Block her. I thought I liked her in the beginning.
Damn, tell me why you think it's fake.
Block her. I don't care if he likes her or not. I just want her to win. Let her get a little bit of this white privilege. I just want her to win. I don't care if he likes her or not, or if he's gonna fall in love and they're gonna have babies and be together for the rest of their lives. I don't care.
Well, I
want her to win.
I don't want him to be profiting off of her if he don't like her. I don't like that fake shit.
Well, it's not even that he's profiting off of her, because she's been open about the fact that if there's something that he gets, he makes sure I get. If he eats, he makes sure I eat. His family makes sure that I eat. His you know, whatever got going on, I'm going to be uplifted. And I'm thinking to myself, treat me like that. And I'm telling my man, you're not doing enough. Where's my brand deals?
I feel what you're saying.
Winning is not parading around a fake relationship. I guess I just feel like they have not said that they have they are in relationship, business, friendship, lovers, whatever it is, they are in relationship. Me, Sakina, and Josiah are in relationship. Whatever their relationship is, friendship, business, whatever, that's fine with me. I'm excited that this girl who had a trash time of people who have now openly admitted that they were manipulating her in the villa. Oh yeah, I was trying to make sure that we stayed with her and he stayed with her because the influencers said that, the producer said that. I'm glad that however she get into the heights in the bag, girl,
I
do
feel
it.
you. Yeah, make the best out of what she got going on.
Yeah, and I'm gonna support you. I donated when she said I donate to the what was it, the Cancer Society, whatever it was. I said, well, let me go look at my bag and see if I got a couple of dollars, girl. Whatever she wants, I'm going to. I'm here for it, and I don't care if they have sex or kiss or even talk on the phone. Whatever they got, I want her to win.
Hey, Cation is funny as shit. First of all, let me address this. I did not ghost you.
To be honest, Cation, I told her to do so because I said you a lot and you got a lot going on. And this, to be honest, I ain't gonna hold you. This is my fault. And I was like, girl, you better be prepared. You need to be prepared because Cation be having a lot going on. And Cation, you know, I know your business. I was like, girl, I mean, hang out with him if you want to hang out with him, but it's just drama.
I had a lot going on that weekend because I was preparing to go out of town that following week. And so, yeah, I wasn't able to link. But, you know, I got you next time you come, okay?
Charles, Sakina came online and said, hey, y'all, I lost my job. And she'd have been doing more traveling than me.
Ohio don't count. That's where I'm from. It don't count.
How you get there?
Well, one time when I went, my dad paid for my ticket. And then the last time I did pay for my own ticket. But my dad paid for my one. And then I drove one time. I've been to Ohio, 3 times this year? I drove.
When I said she been living the city girl life, and I mean, I got a job, and I'm not traveling.
She must manage your money good.
Oh, yes, Tammy, she don't. What you say?
He said you must manage your money good. You see that face?
I try to defend you.
It's not bad though. It's bad.
It's giving feet pics.
Sakina, are you gonna ghost me when I'm trying to take you out? No.
Julian, you into Sakina?
You cut it out now.
And wait, did
Now
I really
Cajun
have my
deserves
feet
it.
out on Monday?
Huh?
Did I really have my feet out on Monday?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Have you rewatched that video?
I need to watch it because y'all was talking
Girl,
shit about me.
he was a mess. I'm surprised he didn't tell us to take it down.
I'm from I'm from outside of Cleveland, a small town, Elyria. Elyria, you might have heard of Lorraine. It's by the water, by the lake. It's on the lake.
I am surprised, Jojo. You talked about getting your back blown. You was doing a whole lot.
I was not talking about all that. Don't do that.
Have you watched the video?
They said you was a hot mess.
I know. I was trolling. I was talking about going to Ohio or something like that.
Trolling and rolling.
Yes, girl. That's where I live. That's where I'm from. Well, I was raised here. I've been here since I was 5.
Oh, little Kina.
Hey, Queen Day. I think initially Alandria wasn't too sure Nick was being real, especially after slinging D. All season post Villa, she's remaining open. Yeah. I know that's right.
Yeah.
I was making sure because I was thinking, do I DM him?
Lying about how to get to DC, couldn't name one airport. Who?
That was JoJo.
Oh, I was about to say.
I think you need to rewatch that video.
So what airport you flying in on, Sin?
What I was talking about going to an airport in DC.
Yeah, because you said you came
to meet up with Robin in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, you said you came. Yeah. You said you came here and you talked to her and y'all had a deep conversation and y'all. Oh, you did.
Yeah. So
And what was the airport again?
I did get on a Reagan Airport to Columbus, Ohio.
About Columbia, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, Columbia, Maryland, boo. Bless your heart. I used to fly into Baltimore, okay?
BWI.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't name one airport.
A good
look. No, sorry, he could. He did Dallas, Fort Worth, and the New York airport.
Yeah, this is it. Dallas.
Damn, was I just talking out the side of my neck? Huh?
I'm telling you, the stuff that you said was crazy. I'm surprised you didn't say, "Can you please take this down?" I will say though, she was getting a Sakina treatment though with those super.
You never answered my question when you said that. Because what the hell is the Sakina treatment? She was
she made some coin that day.
Oh, she did.
And you make more coin than all of us when we have the panel on your channel. I don't know if you pay the people and they supposed to pay you back, but you be making coins, and I can say really made a lot of money that day. So I was thinking, oh, they giving her the Sakina treatment. I should have hosted this. Your ass didn't even come.
Did y'all see my screenshot?
We did.
Yeah, she owed me a public apology.
Because
I didn't start that shit. I knew I did not start it. Like, no, I did not. I came back and was like, so are we doing it? Because it was brought up.
I made the time, I made the date, and then I said Scotty's chat. I actually solidified everything. The only thing is that we here they go. Here the girls going. Here the girls go. You talking about one other person getting money, then the people are like, oh wait, hold on, I haven't super chat her yet. I
only had 2. I had one earlier and then this one.
I'm not gonna sit here and watch this. I would not be subjected to this.
So can it be tried? Hey, that's because we like her show. She nice to us. Y'all gotta be nice to the people.
I'm nice to them. No, I'm not.
Exactly.
I don't care about
this. Speaking of busy, are you coming to Atlanta? I mean, before the music one, for the book.
You know what made me frustrated is that how soon it is, and you waited this long to just be like, oh, can you get here in a couple weeks?
Because, bitch, you can do that. You went on a world tour this summer, bitch.
I did go on the world tour. You're right. You're right.
Yes.
So it's not that I'm not gonna be there. I am just gonna be frustrated, and I'm gonna complain about how quick and fast it was to try to secure this stuff.
So
You coming, Joe?
also doing it.
Where
Yeah,
we
he
going?
coming.
To the book signing.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna bring the book that I wrote. So then, you think they'll let me bring that in?
Now you know, Scott. Now this is Scotty's moment. We're here to celebrate.
You think he gonna read a part of the book?
He better.
That's crazy.
He better read a paragraph. Shit.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
yeah, we about to be on some housewife shit. We going to the book signing.
Yeah, so then we gonna be
If you better come, I'm not playing.
I said I told him that if he had one, I was gonna come, so I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know who else he invited. I know he invited, the whole group. I know Really B said she wasn't.
She can't come. Yeah, she said she wasn't fucking with him.
But like, I wonder if he's gonna invite like Mims and them.
I wonder if Mims gonna come.
Yeah,
I'll call him and ask him. I want to see
he
if
needs to invite Order. Look, it's too soon. He should have. Yeah, if he would have waited for like a few months, it really could have been like a whole thing for real.
Right, you telling us that it's tomorrow is crazy. All right, I gotta go, y'all. I have fun.
Why your dog's going crazy? What you got going on?
My mama here. I'm supposed to start dinner.
Oh, shout out to your mama.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Anyway, what happened? I know Wednesday. I know what happened on that world tour. Oh, okay. Well, ask Scotty. Right, he got all them mutts hollering in the background. You hear mine? You don't hear mine. They quiet. But anyway, let's see what's some other stuff we could talk about. Because we talk. Okay, I never gave my opinion about Potomac. With Potomac, as far as like the trailer, I am interested to see what this season holds. But you can't get too excited when it comes down to these things, because when it really boils down to it, they're going to make the trailer look pretty interesting, and then you watch the season and it really don't give much. So I'm just keeping my opinions, like I'm just keeping my eye out for how the season really is gonna go, because yeah.
Let me tell you something. That Stacy, I think we was all surprised. She ate that reunion. Like, granted, she didn't do nothing. She was in a hot seat. But I was like, ooh, I can't wait to see Stacey and her shenanigans, what she up to now.
Yeah.
The coming season. And why is Ashley still there? That's my question. Like, why is Ashley still there? You serve no purpose on this show. You know what I'm saying? Giselle is more likable. I'm interested to see Wendy and Monique come back as a friend of the show. I didn't like that. I didn't like how she was portrayed in well, let me say this. Monique looked fake as fuck. All up in Giselle's face. I'm sorry, if you ever we have a big ass argument like that in front of the cameras, and you did what you did at that reunion, we would never be friends. I was Scotty by Nature TV you and pay you dust for the rest of my life, as long as I live on this earth.
I think Monique is eating a lot of crow for sure, because even, I don't know if you've seen, but on the Jasmine brand, they had posted, hey boo,
what's up?
From the on the Jasmine brand, they posted the cast picture, and they put Monique in an outfit from whatever season that was, where they was wearing purple or whatever. They changed her dress to green, and they was like, damn, they couldn't get Monique a new picture. And she was like, they tried to, but I had too much going on. I told them I wasn't doing it. Like, stop trying to act like you just bigger than a program. Because if you was available to film the show, then you should have been available to take a cast picture. Girl, stop trying to act like you better than, because this is the same platform that you said that you would not come back to, and here you are.
Here you are, and you're not really giving anything. I think that Monique is not really needed. I feel like that the fan base for Monique has really dwindled down since she left Potomac. Went on Carlos King, canceled Love and Marriage DC. And we seen how her and her ex-husband Chris relationship was on there. And we was like, Monique, You are the issue. You're the issue. You're the problem. It's me.
I feel like he had his own set of problems too, but she definitely was not a saint. And is she following the trainer again? Is she really? Oh, goodness. Yeah, like I don't know, but I agree with you when you say that she's being fake, because you doing all of that. That's kind of like Candace coming back and being friends with Giselle. Now, could I see it happening? Yes, I could. I could definitely see it happening. But this woman was questioning paternity of your kids. Yes, you pulled out a binder and all of this stuff. And that's the one you really should have jumped on instead of Candace. And it just
it's just not a good look for you to leave a show, and the way how she left the show, it was all, you know, she was almighty. Like she said, I don't need this little coin. What she, ooh, you could tell in Andy's face that he was pissed off. She said, oh, I don't need this little check. I don't need these little coins.
Have you seen my husband's portfolio? Like all of that.
Exactly. So for you to come back in this group, you know, I'm just like, Monique, it's a big L. Clearly, you need those checks. I'm just like, I don't know. And I don't even know how she's going to fit in with this group. So we'll definitely see. I mean, hell, they could have brought Katie back, but I know Katie is not, she's not there due to mental health reasons.
I want y'all to erase the thought of Katie coming back from your minds. I feel like a lot of y'all just be clinging on to Katie coming back. I don't know why. Sis ain't giving luxury. She ain't gave luxury since season 1. She ain't gave housewife material since season 1. Okay, when she came back with a wig just laid on the top of her head. She on a farm. She just disheveled. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with being on the farm. But I'm just saying, she's not that girl. I mean, yes, she was calling the girls dumb and stupid and everything. That was funny. But sis is too much of a hot mess for her to come back on the TV.
Yeah, that's why I said she's not in a good space to come back.
Absolutely not. Oh, she working down at the Whole Foods and she bipolar. See? Absolutely not. Mind you, she did. See? Exactly. That's crazy. But I don't know. I feel like this, I'm excited to see the newbies. I like the fact that they are bringing new people into Potomac because it's needed. One thing I've always said is Potomac does have the longest running history of like OGs, which is great. But after 8 seasons, 9 seasons, it's time to shake it up a little bit, especially because it became very cliquish. So to see that they have more melanated women in the mix as well, I'm happy to see that Jassy is back because I wasn't sure. I thought she wasn't going to come back. So to see her in the trailer, I was really excited for that because I wanted her to come back. Hey, Taurus, boo.
And please forgive my ignorance. Is she a friend of the show or she's officially part of the cast?
I think she's just a friend of.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's a friend of.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't really know too much. I don't remember what the new person, the newest housewife gave. Isn't she Giselle's friend? Is that what she was?
I have to go back and watch the trailer. But like I said, it's an interesting dynamic. I can't wait to, I think that, what's her name? Karina?
Is that the new person?
No, the person from Kalana, the person from last season. What's her name?
Kiana?
Oh, yes, Kiana.
Baby, did you see how confused I was?
I'm not gonna lie. I kid y'all not. That's one of the reasons why I was taking a break from the panel, of course. But that's why I wasn't on the panel. I didn't really watch last season like that. I watched the reunion. But I think I was so disheveled that Robin Dixon wasn't there no more. I just couldn't snuckle another season. But you know, after Scotty kind of worked my contract,
hey, cool.
I'm coming back.
Oh, you coming back? Good. Hey, CMG. One is Giselle's friend and one is Kiana's friend. Okay. Hopefully Greg comes back. No, Greg need to stay where the hell he at. Right. Kalula. Baby, I was so confused, y'all. I don't know who the hell.
I don't know why I thought her name was Kalina.
At first, I thought you was talking about the girl from Love and Hip Hop, the one from Dirty Money, Diddy Dirty Money. I was like, what? Child. Greg don't need to come back. Greg gives me PTSD. Greg reminds me of my ex. And that's why I tell Kiana in every review that she needs to get the hell on because, girl, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You want to have a good time. You ain't having it with him. Beat it.
Right.
I was mad at JoJo for not saying anything on the panel. Yes, Josiah get real quiet. He get
No,
real
I
quiet.
do not.
Yes, you do.
When?
You be quiet.
No, I don't.
You be more. You go through phases. Like there's some lives you know be a little bit more lively, and then some lives you be playing the back seat.
You know why? Because by the time around this time of day, I'm tired. I do a lot of stuff outside of YouTube.
Thank you.
And then, you know, when they have, I guess when everybody regurgitate the same thing on the panel, I mean, what else is there for me to say? Y'all said everything that needs to be said.
No, you gotta jump in there. You gotta jump in there. Story time on what? I just need you to stay on Busy's neck this season. Yeah, you versus Busy is my favorite. Is my favorite genre. I don't know. A story time on what? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm excited to see Kay as an official housewife this season. You know, she was an overpaid friend last season. Child, shit, she was full time. She just. Oh wait, wasn't there something to that she was a housewife last minute or something? Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. We want to hear from me. What?
No, he's talking about me on a.
Oh, Josiah. Okay, but yeah, I don't know. We gonna see what this season bring though. It looked pretty good to me. JoJo, what's the status? Busy's contract this season. Is he still full time? Did he manage to demo himself to bring the?
Yeah, he's oh my god, he's full time. Unfortunately. Well, my thing is, I think for this audience, respectfully, you know, y'all like when people talk over each other. I'm a silent storm. So I just want y'all to know that y'all like when people talk over, loud, boisterous with their opinions. That's great. But I just honestly say what I need to say and I keep it moving.
Yeah, I feel that. Definitely feel that. Ooh, about my ex. Story time. I mean, story time. Okay, it would be. Well, I could give y'all like a quick little one too. Okay, my ex. I met him on Instagram through Instagram, and well, yes. Let me say this. I worked with his cousin. I'm really cool with his cousin. That's one of my good friends. I actually, you know, was just with her the other day. We went out for my birthday back in 2022, I think. Mm-hmm. And went out for my birthday. She was obviously posting me on her story. He was like, "Who is that?" And she hit me with Sakina, my cousin, trying to talk to you. He's vegan too. And I'm like, girl, who the fuck is this cousin? Because I've been friends with her for years. She never said nothing about this cousin. So I was confused. I said, well, she sent me some pictures. I'm like, okay, you know, he kind of cute or whatever. You can send me send my Instagram because I don't like for people to have my number right away. So Instagram, he ended up sliding in my DMs eventually. Like he followed me, but he wasn't like immediately, you know, on it. So, you know, he would respond to my story. Yeah. So he responded to my story one day. We had a whole conversation and he was like, can I call you? Because the conversation, like we kept going back and forth. It was like 2:00 in the morning. And so he was like, can I call you? And I'm like, okay. So we hopped on the phone and we just got straight into a conversation and we was on the phone for 2 hours as strangers and it just flowed. And then I didn't hear from him for a few days. And I was like, what the fuck? But he started coming back around. Like, it was like he wanted to get to know me, but he wasn't trying to do too much too soon. And so we just started vibing. We got on the phone. We started talking on a daily basis at this point. And we had so much in common. The conversation was amazing. And so he was like, you should come out to Maryland. He from DC, but he live in Maryland. And I'm like, okay. But by this time, we kind of like 4 months into talking and stuff. And I had just got a new job offer. So it took like like 6 months for me to finally come out there. And I had a good time. Like he showed me around DC. It was my first time being there. And he took me on dates because we both vegan. So he taking me on dates. We took a road trip to New York together, went to Coney Island. This is all within our first, weekend together. He cooked for me. Everything was great. And, we were, dating. But somewhere in the relationship, our communication broke. And when it broke, bitch, it broke. It just never got back on track. And it just confused me because we were so great at communicating. He was like nobody I've ever dated before. He was very emotionally intelligent and stuff, and he can really pick up on things. And I like that about him. He was very communicative. But when our communication broke, we could never get back on track. We was arguing every day. And then it got toxic to where I was being gaslit. I felt like I was in the twilight zone a lot of times. I also felt like he was taking over a lot of the conversations that we were having. It was one-sided. I started losing my voice, and I'm opinionated, okay? So when it gets to the point where I feel like my voice is not being heard, it just feels like I was losing myself in the relationship, and I didn't like that. Fighting, like arguing every day drained me. It drained me so much, and I just couldn't do it no more. I couldn't do it no more. And so, yeah. I had to leave. And it was hard because on paper, y'all, when I tell y'all we were like perfect together on paper, but in real life, like I said, once we got off track, baby, it wasn't getting back on. And I was like, yeah, I can't do this. And
Yeah.
all last year I was going through it. Just trying to get over that.
That's why it's important to know the person that you're with through all seasons in your life, because when you're dating somebody can present a certain version of themselves to you, and once you kind of see that, once that shell crack, you see that real person. So he just showed you his real personality. That's what.
Yes, because the last couple days of me being there, he really showed his ass. When I tell y'all he showed his motherfucking ass, I was like, oh, you will never see me up in this bitch ever again. Like, I just could not believe that he was acting like that. And like, he was talking to me crazy. And I'm like, all of this is like not the situation that it stemmed from was never that serious.
Yeah.
For you to be acting like this. I was like, yeah, nah, I don't put up with this shit. Ain't no nigga gonna talk to me crazy. Do you hear me? And I was sparing his ass because that's the thing. I can get disrespectful. I don't fight, but I will say some shit that'll make you want to fight my ass. And I'm like, you don't know me for real, because I will dog your ass for real. But that's not where I want to be. That's not who I like. That's not who I want to be with somebody that I want to be with. But yeah, I'm like, it's so many times I could have chumped that nigga off and he would have sent me back to Georgia. But I told his cousin too, I came back home and she was like, how you and him doing? And I'm like, girl, we broke up. I broke up with him. I couldn't do it no more. I was crying and everything because I was giving her way more detail than what I'm giving y'all. But she was like, oh my gosh, Sakina, I'm so sorry for putting you in a situation like this. I did not know he was like this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're not responsible for that. This is something that we decided to do together. Like, all you did was, put some names together and there it was. But I was like, yeah, that's all right. She was like, but I'm very proud of you for walking away from that and not letting nobody play in your face. I'm like, yeah, girl. You good?
Talk to them sense, huh? Yeah. So
because I was working for him too. Like, we started working together. We started doing like a lot together. And the last he had sent me my tax documents this year. But I didn't like. I sent him an email. I emailed him happy birthday, but that was it. And like, that was it. I sent him an email because I didn't want his motherfucking thread in my phone at the top of my phone. But that's it. Sakina, what'd you say? Sakina is only talking to her so she could get revenge by Christmas. No, his cousin, look, she teamed me because she was like, I'm still not fucking with him for how he was doing you. I'm like, look, that's your family. Don't not fuck with your family because of me. And she was like, nah, I don't fuck with that. She dead ass don't fool with him. And their grandma's birthday was this summer, and she was like, you should come with me down to Florida for our grandma's birthday because I know he's gonna be there and make his ass mad. And I was like, no. I'll tell you, she team me. She don't give a fuck about him. I mean, that's how bad she team me. She don't give a fuck. She was definitely trying to get like he gonna be there. You should pop up and yeah. I'm like, no.
I'm used to rushing real quick. Give me 1 second.
But yeah, y'all, that's what that was like. And I feel like I was very compared to my last relationship where I stayed way longer than I needed to. I stayed for like a whole year in that last situation. I was younger too. I was like 25 when I was from 21 to 24 dealing with my other ex. And I stayed a whole nother year because I was just so sad of like the thought of leaving him and stuff, being young, emotional, and illogical. And this go round, I was like, I nipped that shit in the bud like very early. Like, yeah, you know what? I don't think I want this anymore. I just told him, like, yeah, I don't think I want this no more. And I left. Like I said, my best friend was like, did you leave anything at his house? I said, no. The only proof that I was ever there is in the trash. I cleaned my drawers out. And he even told me too. He was like, I was hoping that you left something. Hell nah. I made sure that I cleaned my drawer and everything. I made sure that I ain't leave a bitch ass thing. Literally, the only thing that you will see of me being there is the trash. Fuck that shit. That's why I say I really get triggered watching Kiana with Greg because it was very similar to my situation. When she was like, it's strict in here, it was like that too. Like our sources of entertainment wasn't the same. He would literally make me feel some type of way for liking like early 2000s R&B and stuff. And that I feel like that was an insecurity of his because he wasn't in the know. A lot of time I don't know where he grew up in DC, but I don't know where he was a lot of the time when it came down to stuff, but he didn't know a lot of songs and all of this. And I'm like, where you wasn't a part of pop culture back then. And because he wasn't aware of that stuff, he tried to make me feel bad for liking that stuff and like tried to talk shit or like, poke fun about little stuff like that. And I'm like, like, it's just little stuff. It was a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not even really verbalizing. It wasn't physical or anything like that, but just, just a lot of emotional roller coastery ass shit that I just didn't want to put up with. What did it say? Because people do not feel pressure to not call their family out. Exactly. Yeah, she don't give a fuck. She team me. See, we all been there. Support group. He sounds like a loser. He lost me, so. And I'm not even saying that to hype myself up. I feel like any guy that I've dated, they really do feel the effects of not having me around. They still feel that. Like I know for sure they still feel that. I seen the one that I stayed some extra time when I was younger. I seen him a few months ago, and I'm looking at him like, thank goodness I ain't stick around longer than longer.
He bad or something?
He not doing nothing with his life. Like he not doing nothing with himself. He got kids. I'm hearing from my friends that he's messing around on his wife because the thing is he's married. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, he married to his baby mom. I used to work with him and his baby mom, and she didn't like me, of course, because I was dealing with her baby dad, and I was just like, okay, that's cool, whatever. After I broke up with him, he chased me down for a year, y'all. He was trying to see me for a whole year, and I'm like, no, I'm done with you. Like, I don't want to be with you. Like, he please talk to me before I do something stupid. And I'm like, Lord, I don't know what you got going on, but whatever it is that you're doing, do it. Like, that has nothing to do with me. So one day I was like, you know what? I kept getting triggered by certain things. And I'm like, let me get some closure. Let me have this conversation with this nigga. He's been chasing me down for a year. Let me reach out to him, get this closure so I could be done. And because I would get triggered by stuff I'm watching on TV and like reading and all of that. So I'm like, let me reach out. Let me do this. So he was like, all right, cool. One day he was like, you want to meet up? Like, let's meet up. I'm like, no, I can't. I'm about to go to my best friend's baby shower. Like, I'm busy right now. And he was like, okay, well, I've been wanting to talk to you anyway. I'm like, about what? He tells me that he got engaged. I said, to who? And he was like, his baby mom. And I'm like,
Ooh.
okay. And he was like, but to be for real, I wanted this shit with you. And I was like, get off my phone with that bullshit. And I hung the phone up. And then it had dawned on me. When he kept reaching out the whole time, that whole year he was reaching out to me, he kept saying, please talk to me before I do something stupid. That was the something stupid.
That was the something stupid. You know, but at the end of the day, I mean, it goes for both men and women. We have to start taking accountability for our healing and also know when to really work on ourselves. You know, you say you want to be a wife, you say you want to be a husband, you say that you're ready for a relationship. Have you really did the inner work to be in a healthy relationship? How is your relationships with your parents? You know, how is your relationship with your mother, your grandmother, your father, your siblings? You know, because sometimes we hop into these relationships and we don't end up finding out that we have maybe daddy issues, mommy issues that have not been resolved, and it plays a factor into our future relationships. And then there's just some people who are just not loyal and cannot be faithful. Listen,
Yep.
if you want to be in a poly relationship, definitely do that, do your thing. But if you're trying to be in monogamy, then you need to really start how to be faithful in your relationship. And loyalty and trust is everything. So I really, for me, because y'all always say I'll be sitting up here, don't be telling none of my tea. I don't, because I'm a very private person. But you got to be able to just decipher who's right and wrong. You know, it's just a simple conversation. It can kind of tell you who's that person for you. And then also when you go back out into the dating, or be specific as far as what you're looking for in a relationship. Like I had to literally write down the top of the year of what I desire out of my friendships, what I desire out of my relationships. You know what I'm saying? What does that look for me? Be specific and write it down. Because if you don't know what your foundation is, whatever that means, or your core values or your morals, then you're not going to be able to match with the person, because you're always looking for something in other places when you don't have your foundation together.
Hallelujah. Okay, I did write down specifics about all of that. What was that, last month? I think that was coming into August. Definitely wrote down certain things that I was wanting out of friends, relationships, and all of that. So I'm glad you said that, because yes, I did. Too feisty. Do you believe in circling back? What you think, Josiah?
I used to, but no, because now I'm always going to have that vision of you, or I'm always going to have that perception of you, and vice versa. And it ain't never going to work. It was actually this one nigga that I was talking to in my 20s that I started back, talking to sometime last year earlier. The same old shit. I said, nah, I'm good.
You know what? My ex reached out to me last month. He reached out. This was my first boyfriend. So I was dating him when I was 19, 20. So he reached out to me. And when I tell you that this was one of those situations where it was like, when they say Mercury is in retrograde, it was retrograde. And they always be like, oh, your exes are going to circle back and blah, blah, blah. I've never experienced that during any retrograde, but bitch, I said the nerve of this to happen during Leo season, when everybody know I don't like Leos for obvious reasons. But my ex that I was telling y'all about from DC, Leo. My first ex, Leo. And the farmer, Leo. Anywho,
You and these Leos.
I keep attracting Leos. I don't understand. I had a crush on this one guy, and he's a Leo. I'm like, stop. Anywho, he reached out to me. My ex first boyfriend reached out to me, and I was just gagged because I have not talked to you since like 2014. So what the fuck do you like? Where did you come from? And he was like, him and his friend was talking about the party that we met at. And so that just made him think about me. And he found me on Instagram. He reached out to me. So yeah, we were catching up, and I can say that he is definitely, from what I'm experiencing, he's totally different. And I expect him to be. We're 30. We're in our 30s. And when we were dating, we were 19, 20 kids. And so he was just very mysterious. Like, and that's what I told myself. When I think back on my dating history and the guys that I've entertained, you are always the one that did not make sense for me, because I always ask myself, what was it about him that you liked? Because he was so mysterious. He was extremely like a very private person, and he really didn't show any emotions. He was kind of stoic. And I was just like, I don't really understand. I wanted to connect with him a lot more, but he always wanted to text. He never wanted to call. And so I'm like, I can't really
I don't like that texting shit.
Yeah. And well, majority of the time we were dating, I was still in college. So I went to school like 3 hours away from here. So, I would come back, and eventually when I did drop out, we were still messing around. But I was talking to him about, just how he was and how I experienced him. And he was like, I said, what made you reach out to me? Because I thought we would never talk again. And he was like, I thought about you throughout the years, just thinking about people that I've encountered and stuff. We've experienced each other. And so I know I wasn't the nicest person to you and all of that. And so he just wanted to reach out to see how I was doing and stuff. And I seen him. He invited me to his game night a few weeks back. I went, and it was good seeing him. He was smiling, and I was like very shocked because it wasn't a person that I recognized. Like, I don't, and not saying that he was like smiling with me. He was, but like he just seemed like in a different space from where I know him. Yeah. And I was telling him that I said, I just feel like I'm experiencing a different you, and I am enjoying it. But like, make no mistake, this is not us circling back or anything like that. It's just us getting to know each other where we are. So we've been doing like a lot of catching up, and he's very like, he's listening, and he's asking, he's inquisitive, and he's just asking questions back and forth, and I could appreciate that. And I told him, this is not things that I'm used to. I'm not friendly with my fucking exes. So yeah, but it's been cool. I've been taking it for what it is. It's not one of those situations where we trying to get together and nothing like that. You literally just text me. Like, if we just, we just texting.
Checking in as friends, yeah. But maybe it could get to that. You never know.
I don't know about all that. Yeah, trust me, y'all. Trust me. This is not one of those things. That's why it's like we just having, a good little conversation, and that's it. We don't even talk inappropriately. Like, there's no flirtation or nothing like that. We just been talking. That's it. Don't do it. I'm not doing nothing. Why y'all trying to? I'm not doing nothing. Water attracts Leos. Who said that? Please. I always attract Virgos, Scorpios, and Sagittarius. Virgos cannot communicate. I don't know. But were the reasons y'all broke up was he broke up with me.
For me, it's always been Virgos that I think that's been the most I've done.
That's who you attract the most.
Virgos.
It's Leos for me. I attract Leos the most, and it's crazy because I don't like them. I always say that, like, I cannot stand Leos, and then next thing you know, I'm talking to somebody and boom. But I had like a little weekend fling at my cousin's wedding, and he was an Aries. I said, okay.
Ooh, I know that was some fun, wasn't it?
I mean, it was like a little 32-hour like a little 32-hour situation. It was fun.
Y'all had
We
sex for 32 hours?
no. That's why I was like, it wasn't anything sexual, because I know y'all nasty gonna go there.
Oh, you know they're gonna be in your business.
Right. Like, nah, it wasn't that. But I was just happy that it wasn't a Leo, because I was getting worried. Like, I was getting very worried. Child, you yawning. We got to get out of here.
I said, what other questions y'all got for us?
Oh, yeah. Do y'all have any other questions?
I'm an open book. You can ask me about anything.
Cajun loves your wisdom.
Thank you.
I would say that since my new man came into my life, my exes don't exist to me. That's because my man sees me before I even tell him stuff. You know, shout out to your new man. I already got a new man.
Hey. Okay.
Keep them Virgos. Wait, what's your sign, Cajun? Yeah, are you dating someone? I feel like you might have said something, but I wasn't sure.
Yes, I am. He was in the chat earlier. But yeah, so I am dating. I told myself, I was like, let me start putting myself back out there. I'm the type of person that likes to date one person at a time. I don't like talking to multiple people at once. So yes, it's a person that I am dating that I have a strong liking to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pretty dope. And I don't know, a lot of y'all know, but I like women too. So yeah, everybody gets shot.
I know that.
Mm-hmm. So I dated like men and women in the past. I don't know if y'all know that, but
no.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
So are you dating a woman right now or a man? Or do you want to say?
No, it's a guy.
Oh, okay.
No, but yes.
I love that. This little duo discussing. I like it. You two should do it again. Yes, you know, yes. See, did anybody know that?
Because honestly, I don't. You assume, but you know, you don't. I don't really. When do I ever really talk about like who I'm
right
messing around with? I don't really come up here and talk about that.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. I don't be knowing if I want one or not, and you know, it's coming to the point where my family, like, they ask me about it, and I'm like, God, I don't know. Like, my uncle just, he don't understand why ain't nobody bagged me yet.
Mm-hmm.
He always be like, "You're so beautiful." I don't know. And you're just such a good person. I don't know. I'm like, look, I don't know, Uncle Jonathan. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like, you know, I feel like in due time, I have been out more often. Way more. I've been outside way more than I typically am. You know, me and my friend, we definitely been hitting the streets up, baby. And you know, nothing really has come from it. Like, I went out. Anybody, if any of y'all from Atlanta, I've been going to Rocksteady like very often lately. And one night I was in there. Oh my gosh, I gave out my number a few times, but it was just like, I don't want to be giving out my number to these niggas who ain't gonna do nothing with it.
Yeah,
I ain't giving my number to a white man.
Somebody try to get their number or get your number and it don't go anywhere. My thing is, I don't need you to be no, because I hate having clutter in my phone, and I don't want to be texting you and then you not sending me like it just don't go nowhere. I'm like, what's the point? So sometimes I tell people, no, you cannot have my number, or sometimes I give them a fake number. I have a fake phone number app on my phone because no.
But see, I feel like with women, it's a little bit more challenging because men get violent towards us now. And so, and then like they want to check the number in front of you and all of that. And I'm like, okay. Let me tell y'all this real quick. So I went to this restaurant last week. There was an older man in there. I thought he worked there because there was nobody else in the front but him. And so he was, you know, an old man. He was giving me some words of wisdom and all of that stuff. And he asked me for my number. And I was like, why? I wasn't sure why he was trying to get my number. Y'all, this man is every bit of like 80, and I'm not lying. Like every bit of 80. He's like grayed down to the ground. And I'm like, why do you want my number? Like, you should, like, I was just trying to receive the elderly advice. Like, I don't understand why you wanted my number. And
you told him that?
No, I gave it to him. Just gave it to him.
Even blowing you up, huh?
There was another one. There was another guy who came in because I was at this place for a minute waiting on my food. So there was another guy who came in. I knew he was going to talk to me. He kind of reminded me of my ex a little bit, just a little bit. I think it's just because he was light skinned with a thick beard. But he started a conversation with me like I felt like he would. And he was asking me, it was my first time there. I'm like, yeah, you know, we chopping it up. We exchanging, you know, vegan restaurants and stuff like that. And he asked me for my number under the guise of like work and stuff. And I was like, you know, I gave him my number. Then he gonna tell me, oh, so you a Southside girly? And he does this smirk. And I was like, what? Why are you smirking? Like, what you got against Southside girls? And he was like, my girl is a Southside girl.
Your girl.
Then you just asked my number. You just asked for my number. You got a girlfriend. The gag is he met his girlfriend at the same restaurant that we was at.
I don't know you lying.
I said, bitch, excuse me. I said, you just asked my number, you got a girlfriend. He was like, nah, it ain't, you know, it ain't nothing like that. Oh, no, yes. Because then he texted me a few days ago over the weekend, like, what you getting into this weekend? I'm like, I'm probably about to go to an R&B party with my friend. And he was like, okay, that's what's up. Like, he was trying to spark conversation, but I was being real dry because at the end of the day, you somebody's man, baby. I don't need you to be texting me. And He was like, well, when you have time, can you check out this website or whatever? Because we were talking about business and stuff when I met him. But it's like, I said, okay, will do, and didn't do shit with it because, nigga, I don't need to be in communication with you. You have a girlfriend. And meanwhile, the old man called and texted me later that night. That same night that he got my number, he called and left me a voicemail. I didn't answer that shit. He sent me like 4 text messages. And like, you know, when people send you more than one text message, you can only see, you know, a preview of the latest text. It said, give me a call. And I wasn't going to open it because, you know, even when you text Androids, you can see their red, like their red receipts is on. You can see when somebody open your text. So I didn't open it. I just deleted the thread. He sent me 2 more messages and it said, I see that you did not open my text.
Oh no, blocked.
I don't even block people, but he was blocked because you shouldn't have been talking to me anyway. Why are you blowing up my damn phone? What do you have to say to me?
That's crazy. Okay, can I ask y'all a question, Sakina in chat? How do y'all get approached? Because I was actually talking to Scotty. Scotty talks like, well, honey, you be looking mean, honey. You don't look approachable. You look mean. First of all, no, because Scotty and all them, like, they be getting approached all the time. And I'm like, how do y'all actually get approached in public? Like, what are some tips, some methods? First of all, do y'all get approached? And if so, you know, how do you act to get approached?
So I have very known resting bitch face. Okay, I do. But I think do I get approached? It's like yes and no. It's like I get approached it's like sometimes I get approached, like the guy who hit me with the girlfriend thing. I would have definitely entertained him had he not said that he had a girlfriend. So like that, it's like, why am I getting met with stuff like that? The same way the farmer guy that I was telling y'all about with 2 wives, I would have entertained him. But he told me that he has 2 wives. Like, it's just like, why do I keep getting hit with these type of situations? I don't understand that. And then the other side of it is I'm getting approached by men who I just don't see attractive. You know, see as attractive. Like this guy, I was walking on the trail earlier and he stopped me. He works at the park that I was at. And he wanted my number. And I was like, I gave it to him, but I told him straight up, I was like, I'm wishy-washy. Like, I am. I really wasn't trying to talk to him like that. So it's just like, he was very cool, but I wasn't trying to talk to him like that.
Right.
But I feel like when I'm smiling, I'm definitely more approachable. But I mean, I don't know. It just depends where I'm at, what I'm doing, who I'm with. Cause I mean, I don't know. I know I've definitely gotten a situation where say I'm not approachable because of the way that I look. But I'll say this summer has been, approach Sakina, I get approached by people I don't find attractive or want. Yes. When I'm interested, I lose interest because they cannot communicate. Yes, it's like
Yeah,
always something.
they cannot. They cannot.
Yes. Two wives. I don't know. I said this in one of my videos. So y'all might, if you didn't watch the video, you might have missed it. I go to this farmer's market a lot. Me and one of the guys that worked there, we started having conversation. He tried to, sneak in. He wanted my Instagram. I gave him my Instagram. We started talking from there. We getting to know each other. But then he was also telling me that he wants to have a lot of kids. Now that was already a red flag for me because like you want a lot of kids and I don't really even know if I want one. So it's like, okay. But he said it a few times within our conversation. So I'm like, do you recruit women? I asked him this. And he was like, nah, he don't do that. He asked me if I was single. I said yes. I asked him if he was single. He said he lived life like men in the Bible. I said, what does that mean? Because I'm not really Christian like
that. Not men in the Bible.
He said
and
that.
what Bible? And what Bible?
He said that shit. And so I'm like, is you single? Yes or no? And he was like, yes. I said, okay. So I see him because I go to this farmer's market all the time. I go to the farmer's market. He was there. And he was talking to me. He said that he was getting ready to move. I said, have you packed yet? He said no. I was like, oh, are you a procrastinator? He was like, no, more like she is. I said, she? Who, your girlfriend? He said, no, my wife. I said, your wife? And he was like, yes, I'm married. Hit me with this. Bitch, he had a ring on his hand, a band. And then he went like this to show me like another ring on his watch. And after I said, you told me that you were single. He was like, no, I didn't. Bitch, I pulled that motherfucking phone up real quick, about to get my receipts popped. And he was like, oh, I got to go back to work. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I still sent the receipts to his ass. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm always very forward about my situation, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, now. So the next, I tell my friend about it. And I was like, bitch, I said, I'm thinking he might got two wives because he also pointed to a band on his watch. And my friend was like, bitch, you need to get down to the bottom of that. You need to figure that out. So I go back, of course, to the market, see him. And I was like, do you have two wives? And he was like, yeah, he do. And they just came up on a year. And I'm like, oh, how that work? So at this point, I'm asking questions, bitch, because I ain't never met no man with two wives. I've only seen this stuff on TV and stuff. So I'm asking questions. They don't live together. He has a child with his first wife, which I already knew. He has a child with his first wife. Then the second one, they not having kids yet because it's too early. The second wife, her dad said on his deathbed that he wanted her to marry him.
Damn. Oh my
He want me to be the third. He want me to be the third, y'all. He's still in my DMs. I told him, you don't need to be trying to, like, he's cool. He's educated on like nutrition and stuff like that. Like we connect on that level, but it's like, you're not about to recruit me. I'm not about to be your third wife, babe. I'm not. Now I know I'll be the hot young wife, but fuck no.
So yeah, so looks like that's how dating in Atlanta is, huh? Damn, I heard how bad it is out there dating in Atlanta. So Kenny, you might have to go to Idaho, Nebraska, somewhere in the Carolinas, like you might have to go to a small little country town to find your husband. Get you a big old country bumpkin husband.
No, I can't do that. I don't want no bumpkin ass man. Ain't nothing wrong with a country man, but I don't want no bumpkin. Like, I don't care if I would talk to someone who works at a place I frequent. It'll be too awkward. Yeah, I mean, typically I do feel like it would be awkward. At first it was when he told me that he was married. He was like, damn, you can't even look at me. And I'm like, but now it's just like, whatever. Yeah, because I'm gonna keep going there. So it's just like, you know, you gonna see me and you gonna see me. That's it. But you ain't gonna. We not doing nothing outside of this. They, I heard most of the men in Atlanta are gay.
A lot of them are, but then also there's a lot of men that's poly. Like there's not a lot of monogamous
Yes.
mindset in men, right?
Mhm,
Or yeah, I think that's the biggest one. Monogamy.
Not Mississippi, they hung like horses. I don't need no man that's hung like a horse now. I don't want no big. I need a just right.
Listen, this ain't Scotty and T, okay?
Okay, listen. But yeah, that's y'all done got a full summary of what my dating life looks like, what it's been like. I told y'all I got a white man had asked me for my number back in July. He ain't do shit with it. Then had the nerve to text me talking about, can you give me your name so I can save your name properly? Nigga,
That's a good question. Did you ever date outside your race?
You know, I always feel like I don't if I'm going to upset my ancestors, it better be worth it.
Yeah, you're gonna first of all, you're gonna have to be aesthetically pleasing. Secondly, you need to be educated. You need to be socially cultured. Thank you. You need to definitely be cultured. Like you cannot be ignorant. You can't be asking me questions about certain things, babe. Or babe, whatever. No.
Cause listen, my ex, my DC ex, that showed me so much how I need to be with a man who is cultured. He's cultured in different aspects, but he's not in pop culture, the black culture. I'd be like, nigga, where was you at? We're not listening to the same music. You didn't watch the hood classics growing up. Like I need somebody who understands blackness in its entirety. In that little, that little space of like the culture, I feel like that's where a lot of us bond over that stuff. Mm-hmm. Because that was a part of our childhood and our upbringing, teenage years, young adulthood, all of that. So that's like a big disconnect, and I was like, ugh! I feel like that would be a sneak peek of dating somebody outside my race who wasn't aware of like the black culture. Like, I don't want to explain everything to you. I want you to be in the know. So yeah, I don't know. Correct. My man is white. The juiciest lips, one hell of a build, but he loves to sing and laugh with me. And when I saw him, he was sold.
The best man. Come on now.
The best man is one of my favorites. Yes.
That's true.
I love that.
Yeah. This is random, and I'm sorry I'm gonna trigger somebody, but I just need to get this off my chest. So I've been emotional the past couple of days because I watched two it's the 20th anniversary of Katrina, and I watched two documentaries. I watched one on Hulu and I watched the one on Netflix, and I was like, whoa. I was living in Houston, born and raised, and I was 10 years old, so I wasn't too aware that everything that was going on. I do remember being glued to the TV at that age, but hearing that whole full breakdown, it's so sad. It just pisses me off. Like, I was watching the Hulu docuseries and I kept finding myself getting emotional and crying the way how people was treated. Yeah. Like, that was just crazy to me. So if anybody that's on the live been through the Katrina hurricane 20 years ago, y'all lost some warriors, because that was devastating. And I was so pissed off on how the government was treated and calling American citizens refugees.
Damn, I ain't even watched none of that stuff.
I don't suggest you watch it unless you like, if you're triggered by certain stuff, and if you've been through Hurricane Katrina like in real time, I don't suggest you watch it, because I know that can bring up triggers for certain people. But I was watching it because I love history, right? Like, I love historian stuff. So I was watching it to kind of get a better insight, and I was just pissed.
Yeah, I started to watch one the other night, but then I was like, I'm very big on not watching certain stuff at night, and that was really because of my ex. He was like, a documentary fiend. Like he wanted to watch documentaries all the time, and there were 2 documentaries that we watched once before bed, and they just like haunted me. And I was like, yeah, at that point I had to tell him, we're not watching any more documentaries at a certain time, because I don't want to keep going to bed having nightmares at my big age. Like, I don't want to do that. My mind is already occupied at night. I don't want to, be thinking about traumatizing things like that. And so that's the reason why I didn't put on the documentary the other day. I only will allow myself to watch stuff like that during the day, but I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the Katrina stuff yet.
Right. So
Ugh.
but anyways, girl, I'm about to get out of here. I gotta go. I'm doing my 75 hard challenge, y'all. So I have to do my workout. I'm about to go to the trek and run and walk for about 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's 7:30 over there. You still got time. Definitely thank everybody for being here. Thank you, Josiah. I know this was like very random. When's the next one? I don't know. Maybe I'll come back next week, because I do need to get into the habit of going live. I really, really, really do. I know, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go live next week. I don't know when exactly, but stay posted. Definitely stay posted, because we'll talk about, some shows and maybe some hot topics and stuff. It'll be a little bit more organized. But yes, let's go ahead and get out of here. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.